You can't say that anymore.
Wonton.
Where's my wonton? I miss my wonton.
Hey, where's my wontons? Now there's too many wontons.
Why can they never get the wonton distribution correct?
Either there's not enough wonton or there's too much wonton.
Wonton, 2 ton, 3 ton, 4 ton.
5 ton, 6 ton, 7 ton.
3, 2, 1. Gingang guli 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 wonton and gangu and gangu. Gingang guli 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 wonton and gangu and gangu. Gingang guli guli guli.
Wonton goo, wonton goo.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Actually, I got my new voice to do. Oh, hello, everybody.
No.
Hello.
People are going to misinterpret that.
As what?
Just beep it.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, everybody. Would you like a Red Bull?
You're a rebel?
Would you like one?
Yeah.
Well, maybe at the halfway point I get you a Red Bull. How about that?
I love Red Bull. I love Red Bull.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Broadcast Season 2, Episode 10. Or something. I'm Alex, joined by Jim.
Or something.
And we're in kind of a silly, goofy mood, it feels. Or something.
Or something.
I can't take it anymore, brother.
Which bit?
Would you like a Red Bull by chance?
Yeah. I love Red Bull.
Are you joking or being real?
Get me a Red Bull.
Only if you say it in my voice. Only if you bring yourself to my level.
You don't have Red Bull, do you? Do you?
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. I'm targeting every single European community and trying to just like kick them out, you know? Because now I'm not going to say
picking weeds, you know? You got to pull them up by the root.
Now I'm going after the Germans. Oh, hello, would you like a Red Bull?
A Red Bull.
I got all different
Vest,
flavor.
please. Vest, please.
I got a peach flavor.
What?
I got the ginganguli flavor. If it's I got wonton flavor.
Wonton.
What's a wonton in my Red Bull? Too many wontons in my Red Bull.
What are the wontons on my Red Bull?
I really want to go to Germany, to be fair.
I don't. Too frightening for me.
They like crazy things over there.
They don't like my kind over there.
Which kind is this? No, they're very generous. They offer you Red Bulls wherever you go.
I thought that was more like North European.
Red Bull or the accent?
The whole Red Bull thing.
Why not?
I was getting like Deutsch vibes.
Deutsch?
Yeah.
Sprechen the Red Bull?
I don't know. Where's Deutsch?
I was kind of channeling, you know the Sing movies. Nick Kroll does the German pig.
Oh.
Would you like a Red Bull or something?
Yeah,
my friend?
Now that you say that, that's extra.
Sing Part 3, Nick Kroll versus me. Who can be more
Nick
awesome?
Kroll versus... Huh?
Oh, I didn't even tell the story of me flushing my AirPod.
Is that what that sound just was?
Yeah, for some reason my AirPod case just keeps singing. Like, why is it doing that?
Huh?
Why is it doing that? Shut up.
Hey,
Why is it doing
stop.
that? Stop it, dude. Fine, I'll get to a Red Bull or something.
He's thirsty.
Yeah, I flushed one of my AirPods a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was like midnight, and I went to do a wee-wee in the toilet. And
do you sleep with your AirPods in?
no, it was before I gone to bed. It was just like I was winding down.
Yeah. Watching some Mario Kart YouTube shorts before bedtime.
Sure, yeah. I just finished watching a Mario Kart YouTube short cat. And I'd just been drinking so many Red Bull, I needed to do away. And then I went to flush, and as I pressed the button to flush, my AirPod fell into the water and got flushed, so there wasn't even any chance of retribution, and I just watched it on Find My iPhone go through the sewer system until it wouldn't appear anymore.
How far did it get?
Pretty far.
Really? Like the coast?
No. We're quite landlocked where we are. Before we get too deep into the show, let me shout out the Jar Media Patreon/patrons. They make the show and audio version possible. You get the raw, unfiltered MP3 over there. Ad-free. Did I say that? Raw, unfiltered. No, that was correct. I'm being too hard on myself today. Oh dear. I'm having that caffeine crash post 58 Red Bull. You get your patron names read out in the first or second week of each month if you're a Dibby tier or above. I added some on the tier system on Patreon. I added little images for each tier, which I thought was pretty awesome. And Kino K actually said, as of last week's episode, best patron segment in all of Jar, which is pretty high praise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
genuinely. That was a classic.
That was a good one.
It was a classic.
Ranru read me a red row? That's not all. There's Jar After Hours, the kind of supplementary suck that goes with each episode. We've done all sorts of... Supplementary. It's kind of like getting a free Red Bull from a random German.
Or Deutsch.
We did last week, we reacted to the GTA trailer. We did I'm a big fan of the Snyder song episode that we did over there. Just Know I'm the Alpha reading. Sin of Sin's Going Too Far. A Minecraft movie discussion. Well, that's not over there anymore. That's public for everybody and has its own drama attached if you listen to the previous episode. Elon Rant, the Invincible discussion. Lego Death Sound Match. Will the Farter and more. And last but not least, the Jar Media group chat, an ongoing group chat where Jarlings can get together and talk about all the things they like or dislike or whatever they do, and give little suggestions as to what we might talk about in an episode. And I'll bring some up shortly as we move on over into housekeeping. How about that? How about that? Let's do some housekeeping while we round off some of those conversations from the previous week, while we're there, while we care, while we take sips from that Red Bull from over there in Deutschland.
Why are you making fun of Red Bulls?
Well, it's once fun.
You're acting like they're lame European, like lame mainland.
You took it
lame
there.
Ass. Took what where? No, I'm calling you.
I never said anything was lame.
Well, I mean,
you're just butthurt because we're not in it anymore.
It doesn't change like where the country is. Like
British Red Bull, nice.
Yeah, European Red Bull, lame. No, I think we can both agree on something, right?
What's that?
Europe. Is Europe cool?
No. Denmark's cool.
Is that Deutsch?
No.
Okay, yeah, Denmark's cool. The rest? Let's be honest. Let's just be totally real. Are they cool? Not the people, the place.
Yeah, but like, reeling it back, is the UK cool?
The UK's less.
Would you like a Red Bull?
What a Red Bull? Yeah, no, I'm not saying the UK's cool, but
what are you saying? Clarify what you mean.
Europeans are friendly. Europeans
are would you like?
Yeah.
Red Bull and sausage. and maybe some anal fun.
That's European.
They got style.
I think Europeans invented being gay.
There might be some history to that, you know?
Actually, yeah.
Who invented being gay?
Weirdly, like European thought it invented being gay and it invented homophobia. It's like the duality of Europeans.
I quite like the Google's just so pointless now. AI overview. It's not accurate to say that someone invented being gay or that it was invented
Google,
by a
shut up.
specific country.
We need to bring back Ask Jeeves.
Bring back Jeeves.
Yeah, he knew what was up.
Would you like a Red Bull?
Yeah, thanks, Jeeves.
Would you like to know which country invented being gay? Jeeves would have a freaking
You wouldn't
answer.
even have to ask Jeeves. He'd just start talking about it.
Yeah.
It was the Grecians.
But yeah, housekeeping. Bruno, Alex, Lux can get us going here. I finally discovered where the lie detector time line comes from. It played, completely unexpected, from the song Double Life by Pharrell Williams, while I was enjoying a meal at a Portuguese McDonald's. Bear or something. Or something. Red Bull or something. I have Monster.
Was it in Portuguese?
The double yeah. Lie detector time.
Yeah. Yeah. The classic European German-coded country, Portugal.
So you feel bad when
Lie
you lie?
detector sein. Lie detector Wein.
I'm glad people are figuring that out. Slowly but surely. PE official. PFE official. Maybe I need glasses. The last
Get
time,
glasses. Eye guy.
I can't even remember the last time I had an eye test. And for how many screens I look at.
You're supposed to have an eye test every 2 years?
It's been...
You probably stopped around COVID time. Let's be real.
No, way before then.
Oh,
Like, I never had one during all of secondary school.
really?
Yeah.
You haven't gone to one as an adult?
No. I've
Excuse
never...
me.
Like, it literally could be 20 years.
Jesus.
Or more.
Why?
Like, why would I need to? Like, why? Unless I'm
Because
having
they like
issues.
send you a letter and they're like, go on, lie detector time.
I don't know. Do I need to do that, Jarlings?
Yes.
Expert Jarling, write in and tell me
Do
why I
it. You
need
can
one.
get it like for like only like £800.
Oh, what a steal. But yeah, PFE official says 8 out of 10. Solid episode. But the part where Jim was activated as a sleeper agent and started speaking Chinese was a little vexing, although I think Alex won it back around when he did the ranking of his top 10 big booty baddies.
Who was number 4?
Ice Spice?
Number 4? Really?
Yeah.
In your top 5?
Yep.
Okay.
You asked. Don't ask questions you don't like the answers to, mother. G-Ham V's said, Jarling who asked the father question. Okay, what advice would you like from a new dad? What I have learnt is you do unlock a new form of paranoia and love in equal measure for your child to make sure they are okay. Yeah, maybe. Don't know, I'm not a dad, innit?
That is scary and wonderful.
Scarily wonderful, one might say.
Or wonderfully
Nietzsche
scary.
might say.
I'd argue it's more wonderfully scary.
Okay. I'd argue that B Ox says, you know what else slithers across the ground? You know.
Worm?
That's all they said. Like, you know.
Okay.
Many things slither across the ground.
Humans can, if they try.
Yeah, when I've just mown the lawn, that's what I like doing.
Mown the lawn.
Mowing the lawn.
Yeah, no, that's not moaning.
Oh.
Yeah, the Dark Souls one. Oh. Oh. That was more accurate.
Oh.
What is the deal with that?
What is it? What does that in Dark Souls 1?
You, like the player
Like
character.
when you die?
No, sometimes when you get like hit, you get like hit off a ladder and he goes, oh. There's like a meme quote of Miyazaki that's like him just like gushing about how much of a masochist he is. Like he's horny for it.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like nobody knows if it's actually real or not. Like if he actually said it. I really hope he did because like that tracks.
That is funny.
Oh. It sounds just like that. Seriously.
Mick Saladin says, absolute pair of gamers.
I mean, with Dark Souls.
It's time for it.
Huh? Time for it.
Well, I guess speaking of gamers, Gebby of the Boreal Valley over on the Jar Media group chat said, when was the last time Jim played Apex? Is he still interested in playing it? Interested on his thoughts as the game has rapidly diminished in quality. You guys spoke a bit during Corncast about overexpansion in live service games and how it could potentially kill them. I think this is a very good example of this. The game might not necessarily be dead, but it's closer to it than it ever has been, and player fatigue is really setting in. They even upped the price of the Battle Pass. Wild. I'd be surprised if I ever played that ever again.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. It's done.
Yeah.
It's run its course.
Yeah.
It's all about Helldivers now, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit more detail shortly, I think. But first, Oozbeer says, I've been a little behind in episodes, so forgive me if this was already addressed. However, in Season 2, Episode 4 of the critically acclaimed JARCast Broadcast series, Jim seems to doubt the validity of earning a PhD in something concerning the arts. I have a Master's of Music Performance on the organ and became familiar with several others who were completing doctoral degrees. A PhD, or DMA as the case may be, isn't necessarily for something like how to do art better. It's more for a deeper understanding of practices or historical consideration. My professor wrote her dissertation on Polish manuscripts from the Renaissance and went to Poland to view the original documents. And aside from her thesis on the topic, her understanding of the musical practice of the time allowed her to write a suite of pieces in the style of Polish Renaissance origin. Sorry for the rant, but I wanted to communicate that doctoral degrees in the arts are just as valid as and are more involved than insinuated. Thoughts?
That's sick.
That's extremely cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you put it like
Organs are
that.
badass.
Yeah.
They're like one of the coolest instruments. But I feel like most instruments are one of the coolest instruments. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. That's like, what, 6 episodes ago?
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know what.
Episode 4.
Yeah, that's like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I guess you were feeling fiery that day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the thing.
The John Carpenter movie.
If your goal is like just expression, I feel like you don't have to have an understanding as deep as like the Polish law, you know,
the Polish Renaissance.
The Polish Renaissance organ law. I feel like you don't need that just to express, but like to know, like to understand and be able to morph your own version of a thing, deeper research into that thing is obviously going to be beneficial. Like it sounds like I was wrong, is what I'm saying, and I'm just coping.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you respect me more or less if I had a degree in the pontification of German obsessions with Red Bull? If my thesis was who in Europe,
Deutsche obsession with Red Bull, then
if my thesis was the machinations of Red Bull across Europe.
that would be cool. I'd be fine with that. Europe makes it cool.
Due to YouTube's targeted advertising policies, Alex is banned from making ... says, say one thing you think is nice about Swindon. You can buy Red Bull there.
True.
Just one.
One nice thing.
It's got aura.
No, it fucking doesn't. It has anti-aura. It has like an aura siphon.
Is aura like inherently positive? Because you can have a negative aura.
Yeah, I guess.
The distinctive atmosphere or quality that seems to surround and be generated by a person, thing, or place. Yeah, Swindon's got aura. That Blight Town aura.
Yeah, it's got the Blighttown filter.
Come on, bro, one thing. It can't be that hard. The people?
There's
the buildings.
the road layout. I'll say there are restaurants.
Shout out your favourite Swindon restaurant. Nando's?
No, Kaspas. It's got Kaspas. Kaspas is the best thing about Swindon.
Has that been shut down for selling cigarettes to 12-year-olds yet?
Yeah, for selling heroin to 8-year-olds. Allegedly in Minecraft.
Kaspas.
Allegedly in Minecraft, Kaspas was in Minecraft selling heroin to 8-year-olds.
Why is it called Kaspas the Friendly Ghost? Why is it called that? Is that still there, do you think? Because it's been years. I haven't been to that part of Swindon in a long time. Swindon Kaspas.
It is down like a dirty alley.
Oh, I just found the Swindon Kaspas on TripAdvisor.
4.5 stars?
So 3.2 average review out of 5.
That's Codswallop.
Jensen said poor quality and expensive. I would say that everything is overpriced for what you're getting. Nothing wowed me. My son had vanilla ice cream that didn't taste good at all. Also had shards of glass.
What?
No, yeah,
and he still gave it a 3.
Also had shards of ice throughout.
Like freezer burnt ice cream.
Like it had been refrozen again and again. Something so simple but tasted bad and expensive. Best bet is to buy yourself a good tub of ice cream.
Hold up, why go to Kaspas and just get vanilla ice cream? You're an idiot. You do. I'm batting for Kaspas right now.
Linda said, waste of money, top prices for low quality. I ordered takeaway for here, over £30 for 3 items. Pour the cake was $8.99, was lemon and blueberry, no taste of lemon, was dry, and the smallest piece of cake I've ever seen was a total rip-off. The cheesecake sundae was full of cream, will never order from here again.
What the f*** were you expecting? Buying a cake for $8.99.
But also, like, Christ, that grammar. Casper responded to that. Hi, Linda, we're sorry about this.
Damn, Kaspas.
I guess we'd probably say Casper's is like a dessert place. It's like a dessert chain across the country, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. There you can go to Western Supermare for
we used to go there literally every week for some reason. We would drive to Swindon.
We go there like twice a week. Let's be real. Get a fucking I'd get a waffle, a brownie waffle, which was like £8, which is crazy. It was like 9,000 calories for £8. And then I'd also get a Milky Bar milkshake. And I'd scoff it down and then drink the milkshake on the way home. And inevitably,
try not to be sick.
Yeah, like the journey was like the journey home was a challenge in not vom bombing. But I never did. I kept that shit down.
Here's a 1-star review. Terrible. It has never been as bad as tonight. We arrived at 10 p.m. and were greeted asking if the order would be takeaway. We went to the cashier to order and they asked the same question, is it for takeaway? I said no. I finished eating my ice cream at 10:30 p.m. Went back to the cashier to place another takeaway order, feeling coerced, so I didn't place the order. I left very disappointed.
What?
If you cannot consume on site after 10 p.m, you must post this information on the website.
Feeling coerced? Coerced into what?
Buying ice cream, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very...
Yeah, I'm
Not
sorry you
going
were
back.
coerced into eating ice cream. This fucking sucks.
Andrea S. says, not going back. Today my experience at Kaspas Swindon was awful. Customer service really poor. One working while other 6 doing nothing. Team not friendly or helpful. Dirty cutlery and also the food quality under the standards.
But that's what you go to Kaspas for. That's like part of it.
Yeah, it was like a
I
strip
think
club vibe.
the funniest thing at Kaspas was like going into the toilet and finding like a full joint that someone
Yeah.
had rolled and in the bathroom and dropped on the floor, and then it's been like, fuck, it's wet now, so they just left it. Yeah.
That's so funny. Charlie said, waited and waited and waited. Ordered via Just Eat. 45-minute delay to order and I wasn't allowed to cancel. Terrible service, never again. God knows how these people stay in business, as I doubt that they get repeat customers. We were.
Yeah, for years. You idiot. You imbecile.
And just to balance it out, I'm going to read this. I'm going to end this by reading this 5-star one from Julia. Very naughty, the title. I brought my family here as we fancied something sweet. We're the only ones in the whole of the restaurant at the time we arrived, and we were able to sit where we wanted to. We had our young grandchildren with us, and they chose one of the large tables which had the air conditioning blowing right directly onto the table. The fabulous server asked me if I'd like it turned off, to which I said yes. My granddaughters had been here before, so I left them to ordering. One server behind the counter asked if we would like to taste a chocolate that had never been seen before, which I felt was kind of him. He let us all try it. I've never seen waffles this big before, and I could not eat all mine. I had chocolate and strawberries on mine. They also had strawberries covered in chocolates, which my granddaughters loved, so we had 2 portions. They were amazing. It's not a place I'd normally go, but it's a lovely treat for the grandchildren. A bit pricey, but the waffles are huge and very delicious. Thank you for looking after us.
Was that written by like a primary school kid's like his essays to
That's how it
write a
comes
review as if you're your own grandma?
Yeah.
That's the strangest shit I've ever heard.
All of those were quite surreal.
Swindon education for you.
But Rutro Raggy Ruby Doo has taken the pups, says, more Helldivers 2. New update is mad. Anything to say on the new update?
It's
My
busted.
brother?
It's busted. I'm afraid to go on the game.
Yeah, I had, there's like a glitch where you can duplicate, Shark Tail Hoo-Ha-Ha.
Yeah. And it's like too easy to do. I just saw how you do it. How the glitch is done. So...
How the glitch is done, how the glitch gets made.
Yeah, how you glitch the glitch. So maybe we'll talk about it when that gets patched, because it's like busted. I don't want to brick my PC.
But as far as like the actual update without the glitches,
Fucking amazing.
good update.
Really cool.
Illuminate, like, is that what they call it? The Illuminate?
Illuminate.
Yeah. They're really difficult now.
They're really cool now.
I lost a match yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we just couldn't do it.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 people.
Yeah, because I was getting bored of them. Because whenever there was a like an order to do Illuminate shit, I would ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to the point where like it was just too easy. There wasn't enough going on.
They've got those like Rat King enemies now. The dudes with the big bazookas and the...
Yeah, they're really hard. And the jets, the spaceships.
Yeah, they're the thing I die to most. And I also saw, I don't know if it was real or not, and maybe you don't want to know, but I saw like a leak of potentially where it might be going. Would you like to know more?
Is it a Mars thing?
No.
Okay. But do you know that they've changed the
tutorial?
The tutorial, yeah.
I did know that.
Which is a little bit scary. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Like, for them to do that now, super cool.
Because obviously Mars is under attack.
Yeah. Well, that's the implication. Mm-hmm. Or, like, at least Super Earth believes that it's going to be under attack, so they need to be training Helldivers elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I love that attention to detail. So sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dig it. New pass is a bit disappointing, but there'll be another one soon enough.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because the cowboy one was what, in February? Like 2 months ago? 3 months ago?
Yeah, I think it's about every 3 months they release one.
Yeah. So that's fine by me. Like, if there's one that like, there's enough for me to still get where I'm not, like, waiting for the next
I guess it's more disappointing if you've been playing since the beginning, so you probably, like, have more stuff, because there's still plenty of passes I don't even have, so...
Yeah, plus, if you've got them all, I'm pretty sure they're releasing, like, the Superstore stuff. Like, they're just putting everything out.
Yeah, I saw, like, a video of that on Twitter, but I couldn't find it in-game. Like...
No, I don't think... I think it's out today.
Okay,
like, with the pass. Which makes a lot of sense, because it gives you, like, something to spend that currency on at all times. Because I highly doubt people, like, own everything. If they have, they've put a lot of money into the game. Yeah. But for people who, like, buy a little bit of currency but get most of it through playing the game, it's going to keep you going. So other than this glitch, which is making me worried to, like, go on the game, like, it's in a really good spot. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. It's kind of what I wanted. And all the, like, weapon upgrade stuff is really addictive and fun.
So cool.
I'm there for it, dude. I'm enjoying it. Helldivers out.
Helldivers in.
I'm on the Helldivers roleplay Discord.
Okay.
Illuminate run!
Terminates run!
Yeah, Terminates run. There's two more things I want to mention before we go to mid-break and do some questions from the subreddit.
Okay.
Speaking of the subreddit, someone posted on there a thread. What are some of Alex's meme fumbles other than please, please, please? Times when Alec clearly tried to make something the next rah, but was too lame to stick around.
Yeah.
And there were some interesting comments on here.
Uh-huh.
The most upvoted one from Earthworm Kim was playing Destiny for 2,500 hours was a fumble and a stumble.
Yeah, agreed.
OscarMan97 said all the hype around Ruby Doo and how it was apparently the next Sandy image. I don't think it's been shown or mentioned for a few years now, lol. Meanwhile, Sandy reigns supreme.
Yeah, Sandy does reign supreme, but I don't know. We see Ruby Doo every day.
Yeah, Ruby Doo's up there. And, yeah. Dev the Hero said the Ruby Doo image is fucking lame, if we're being real.
What the fuck? What's with all the Ruby Doo hate? There's so much you could have gone for with this, and you choose Ruby Doo. She's one of the like Ruby Doo's got legs.
Maybe it's time for a Ruby Renaissance.
Yeah. Yeah, let's prove Ruby Doo.
Ruby, Ruby, Roo.
That's Scooby-Doo.
Reset My Head said, anyone remember the brief Mama run of like 2019 or something like that?
Brief?
Yeah, I remember that being like a long-standing old-timer.
As in, like...
Real ones remember the year of the Mama, I Main Bandit said.
Yeah.
Was that Mama?
Yeah, right?
Or was it the Argy voice? Because Mr. Off Imgur said, Mama and Baby were peak.
Baby?
Mama.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that them?
Yeah. People tuned in for Mama and Baby.
Yeah, they're waiting for it on the edge of their seats.
I just know a baby's gonna drop this. It's like that.
Ranked Farting said, please, please, please was great, and I'll stand by that. Alex, please, 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 keep saying please, please, please. Don't let the woke mob decide what is and isn't funny. And Demon Sing Low Song says, woke mob here. Please, please, please is a great bit, and me and my friends quote it often. I don't know, maybe I'm coming... This has never happened before. But, like, it's coming round for me, like...
It's not. It's really not.
No, you like it.
I don't. No.
You do?
No, this one ain't it. Ruby Doo, yup. Baby, yup. Mama, yup. Please, no. No. It's not. No.
I don't know. Yeah, when I say it, it makes me not want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, Ripflude said, I say or something to myself constantly. It's invaded my speech so much I'll say thanks you instead of thank you to cash mix.
Yeah, I feel like or something is kind of the current one. Like, yeah, that's reigning supreme to me.
Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, the etymology of that one. I can't remember.
It's just good.
Or something.
It's natural. I feel like it, yeah. I love it. That's a good one.
Leroy and Stitch said, please, please, please crack me up because I listened to the audio version and he said it so similarly each time I thought he was just editing it in to replace whatever he was saying at random moments.
Yeah, I can understand that being funny. I think like a soundboard is just funny. Always. Yeah. Soundboards are funny.
Should we get one?
Yeah.
A please, please, please soundboard.
Yeah, it's just 3 buttons. Please, please, and please.
The Jimba said, hey, I keep saying please, 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 and my very real girlfriend thinks I'm just singing that Sabrina Carpenter song. Very versatile, honestly. Yeah, that gives you an out, I guess, you know? Loptical said, when he talked about Harambe dying and said a poor sweet gorilla was shot down and was all sad, missed out on making it a meme, which it eventually became. How's that a fumble? I was genuinely upset. A poor sweet gorilla was shot down. I remember like really being distraught about that.
Yeah, that was like a moment. I feel like a lot of us were.
It was the, what do they call it in Spider-Verse? When it's like the canon event.
Yeah.
You know, it was everybody's
It was
canon
our
event.
universe's canon event.
Yeah. And Obvious Humor 6636 says, ha ha ha, no, 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 and coconut up butt, obviously. To which Fish Eggs replied, protecting it. Those were not failures. Those are about as classic of jar memes as wow pussy diarrhea, that's cringe. Up butt coconut.
Ugh.
The Obvious Humor replied to that saying, totally, dude. Totally.
Is that like the Incredibles thing?
I don't know.
I feel like that's like an animated movie thing. Totally, dude. Totally.
So it seems like mostly please, please, please.
I mean, out of all the ones you've put out there, to only fumble one is pretty good. And even, I feel like the fumbling of please, please, please is its own thing.
Wait, say that again, sorry?
The fumbling of please, please, please. Like, we're still... Like, that's kind of the meme. Like, that is the joke.
Right, I see, yeah. It's got, like, lore. You know, it's got layers.
Especially for you to, like...
Write it off so quickly.
Well, yeah, you've registered that, like, it just doesn't. But... Like, that never happens. Normally, if one doesn't resonate with other people, you, like, triple down on it.
Yeah, normally I will, like, try and... But Wanko Ning says, Bear absolutely sucked.
What?
He got -7 downvotes for that.
Get fucking -8. Downvote that. Fucker.
Yeah, I'm downvoting that.
Yeah, fuck
wanker
you.
name.
Awful take.
Yeah.
Where did Bear come from?
Bye.
What's the etymology of that?
Jeez. I don't know anything that I say or why or where these things come from.
I suppose none of us do, in a sense.
In a sense, yeah. The Illuminate just like beams them into my head and then I go,
Please.
Right. I want to end this segment by doing a little bit of something you might like. Opening my mini fridge and getting your vet ball. You're gonna need it. I feel like lately I've been just pulling out a lot of quotes.
Yeah?
You know? Just like, that reminds me of that quote of my favorite philosopher.
Yeah?
My favorite philosopher, Radius Bull.
Why did this like European rebel thing? Why?
This one's been building, bro, in the background.
Why though? Like, is that a thing? Is
what?
Like Europeans and Red Bull? Like
it's just this character. This character, like,
where does Red Bull come from there?
Like, who invented it?
Like, it feels right. It feels right that this Red Bull, this European guy, like, is really into Red Bull. Like, he's always got a Red Bull to give.
Red Bull originate. Thailand.
Oh shit! Okay, really?
Quite random. Yeah.
You're kidding?
Yes, specifically, it's a derivative of the Thai energy drink, Krating Dang. Huh?
Krating Dang? Okay.
Yeah. But what I was getting at was like, I've been whipping out all these quotes recently.
Yeah. From my favourite philosophers.
And this kind of brings it full circle, the German man.
Okay.
Because there's a German philosopher I want to really bring to the forefront.
No.
For you.
Uh-huh.
I want your opinion on some Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Van.
God is dead, and we have killed him.
When did he say that? Do you have dates and shit?
I mean, all of these will be from like between 1850 to 1900.
Okay.
Usia, God is dead, and Usia.
What is it? What does he? What does he mean?
What do you mean? That's what we're getting at. What is he talking about? God is dead, and then Red Bull invented.
Replaced by Red Bull. I think he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like based.
Yeah. Okay. So you can either give it a cringe or a based.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, based. Do I need to explain why, or?
If you want to.
Well, no. Do you what? Like, does it make it cringe if I explain why?
Yeah.
I won't then.
Okay, number 2. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. C or B?
You know the deaf composer?
Yeah.
Did you know he had like a device to like bite down on so that he could hear the music?
Oh, so he could like figure something out, like through vibration?
Yeah, like he'd bite down on a thing connected to like a piano. And he'd play the piano and it would vibrate, and like the inner ear, like it would vibrate into there and he could hear it. So
Really?
he wasn't just really good at maths.
Symphony number 9. Here's my new one, Symphony number 9.
Beethoven, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Ludwig.
Beethoven.
Hello, I'm Ludwig van Beethoven. Beethoven.
I'm Ludwig. Read it again.
And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. I give that a based.
I feel like I need more context to give it a base.
Why, it is all the context you bloody need.
Well, no, 'cause it's like dance like nobody's listening. You know?
No,
that's not the
it's
quote.
not that.
Sing like nobody's listening. Dance like nobody's watching, baby. It's like, shut up, Nietzsche, you twat.
No, it's just, you just need to look at another angle and they've just got one AirPod in.
Okay, yeah, with that context, based. Without that cringe.
I think in ways we're our own philosophicers. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering.
Ooh, bass, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
That's our classic bass. Read it again.
To live is to suffer. To survive is to make some meaning in the suffering.
Ooh. That's hard as fuck.
Yeah. That makes you go, wee.
Yeah, it makes you understand them piggies.
Yeah. It makes us... That which does not kill us makes us stronger.
He came up with a Joker quote?
Yeah.
Yo, cringe. He invented cringe.
Apparently, like a lot of like alt-righty people have like co-opted some
Nietzsche.
of Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Look at Nietzsche is ours. Back off, right wingers. Nietzsche's
does-
mine.
That which does not kill us makes us stranger.
Bass boost that shit.
Stranger. What is his problem with audio mixing? Like, why does he do that?
Because it's cringe.
Does that get a C or a B?
Which one?
That which does not kill us makes us
Cringe.
stronger. Just because of the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker's based though.
That's the Batman Joker dynamic that we've all been stuck in for all these years. I mean, originally based, right? But it's been co-opted by the right-wing jokers to make it cringe.
I hear you. He who fights with monsters might take care lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you.
Tough. That's a T. That's T for tough.
That gets T for tough.
This is why we need a
Stranger.
soundboard. Stranger. You know? Like, we'd have so much.
Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being understood.
Say that again, Nietzsche. Come on, Nietzsche.
Wait, I wrote it down wrong.
Every understood is more understood than ununderstood.
Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of not being understood.
Is more afraid of being understood.
Yeah.
Can you read it? Can you read it the way you read it the first time?
Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being understood.
That's tough. The other one is based.
The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude.
Huh? Say that again.
The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude.
Ooh. Ooh. Based.
Yeah? I'm gonna give that a B.
I'm gonna give that a B.
Freaking based, baby.
We should have done a Nietzsche tier list.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an S rank Nietzsche.
The secret to harvesting the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from existence is to live dangerously. Build your cities on the slopes of Vesuvius. Send your ships into uncharted seas. Drink copious Red Bull. Live at war with your peers or yourselves.
was all of that set up for this one? Can you do it again?
The whole thing or just the second half?
Just the whole thing. I got, yeah.
The secret. The secret to harvesting the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyments from existence is to live dangerously. Build your cities on the slopes of Vesuvius. Send your ships into uncharted seas. Live at war with your peers or yourselves. Drink Red Bull.
I was gonna say cringe, but that's up to tough. That's a T.
In heaven, all the interesting people are missing.
Jeez, what the fuck? What does that mean?
What are you giving that one?
C, cringe.
That's cringe.
Yeah, that's a cringe.
A couple more here. Is man merely a mistake of God's? Or God merely a mistake of man?
Oh, based. No, tough. Yeah, tough.
Women. They make the highs higher and the lows more frequent.
Oh, what the fuck? Cringe. Wait, is that real?
That's real. Yeah.
Women.
Yeah.
He was an incel. Nietzsche was an incel. Incel Nietzsche.
They muddy the water to make it seem deep.
Okay, based.
That's best.
You gotta give that one to him. Incel though.
And the last one. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently.
I feel there was a slip in the accent and it took me out. You gotta read it again.
The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently.
So those... To hold in higher esteem those that think alike.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling cringe or based. Or tough.
New category invented.
Yeah. I think this one's got its own category.
That category being...
Where, like, awkward, like... nod along just to, like, move the conversation, you know?
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this goes into, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for those.
Nice one, Nietzsche.
Thanks for Friedrich. Fried Rich.
Nice one, Freddie Nietzsche.
Nice one, Fried Rich. I guess we'll see after these messages. Where I edit out my crying.
Oh, that Red Bull shit's tough.
So you like?
Uh.
It's so fucking stupid.
This is me, Arnie. Oh, you do realise that there are Mimo shirts available, right? Take a look at the really cute shirts. Look in the description or under the video for more.
I got a little bit carried away with some of those reviews and quotes, but we're here in the second half. We survived.
We're still Nietzsche normal.
We're both down to count of Red Bull to get those energy levels up. You know what I'm saying? If you got this far into the episode, comment, "You do realize you locked me in a prison that runs on electricity."
Is that an electro?
It's an electro quirk. I think one of the best ways to start a sentence is "you do realize." You do realize. It really needs to be accompanied with some kind of elaborate hand movement. You
what would be another
understand.
good character to say that? Like Killer Croc getting locked up.
You do realize that I'm a giant crocodile, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. Gorilla Grodd. You do realize I'm a giant gorilla, right? Oh shit. You do realize I've got a vulture suit, right?
You do realize I'm like a shocker, right?
You do realize that I'm goo from space, right?
Oh, Venom.
Ooh, Venom. Right, let's do some questions from the Jar Media community. Head over to the suggestion thread over on the subreddit, r/JarMedia, not r/FNAF. Don't go over there. You might not like what you found.
Yeah, hell no.
Wilson 999 can get us going here. Jar Brothers versus Tate Brothers. You get to pick a game. They get to pick a game. Who brothers wins? And James is wrong again, said, does Jim get prep time?
Good fucking point. I feel like
you and Tristan get prep time.
Ooh. Okay. Are you likening me to the Tristan of us? Like you're the Andrew?
He's older, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't think...
As if they're not both equally awesome.
Like either of them are desirable to be.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to be Andrew.
Yeah. I want to be the better kickboxer.
Right, yeah. They're going to pick chess, right?
Or like fighting. In which case, like, it's even Stevens. If they pick chess, then we fucking win.
I think our game should be Mario Kart.
Yeah, our game could be anything other than, like, kicking each other. Or chess. And then, like, we win, you know?
Yeah.
It could be anything. Those fucking losers. Like, they'd lose on Halo 3.
Ooh, a 2v2.
And they're older than us.
True.
You know?
2v2.
Like, that's loser fucking behavior. We'd beat them on Halo 1.
Yeah.
You know?
Go back to basics.
Yeah, we were like 5 years old when that shit came out.
Gears of War 3, 2v2.
Gears 1.
Gears 1, yeah.
I'd say even like fucking Counter-Strike, the original Half-Life 1 mod, we'd beat them at. They're gonna be dog shit at anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm the fucking top G fan. Shut up.
Yeah.
You can't even beat us at a game we weren't even born to play. Loser. Fucking losers.
Smash Bros.
Oh my god. Smash Bros is the shout, genuinely. They would get.
Who would they like choose, do you think? I'll be Mario, you be Luigi.
Lil Mac.
Right.
They'd be Lil Mac.
Lil Mac and just two Little Macs.
Two Little Macs versus like King DDD and
I'd be
fucking
DDD.
Wii Fit Trainer.
I'd be DDD and I'd do the sacrifice move where you suck them up and, you know, kamikaze in a way.
Yeah. We had some wombo combos back in the day.
Yeah. Good ass game. Funny ass game. DDD's not even good. Not even meta.
No. I think, yeah, the classic combo was you, DDD, me, Luigi.
Yeah, that was a good combo. An unexpected, like, huh?
Yeah.
Combination of characters, but it kind of throws people off in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, they're like, look at these couple of fucking Poindexters.
Yeah.
You know, couple of baby-ass dorks playing this game for the first time. And then we rock up and we rock that world. They've never seen moves like that.
I don't know why I'm always drawn to these characters that have these like big hammers. There's something really like satisfying about that as a concept to me. Like when you would nail DDD on that edge and you just smack someone right down with that hammer.
That is... I think the classic Mario like slam.
That's a good one.
That's a good... What do they call it? Spiking.
The spiking, that was it, yeah.
What other big hammers do you like though?
Characters with big, enormous hammers.
Elden Ring? Do you like the big Elden Ring hammers?
Yeah, I did a save with like a giant hammer. Amy Rose from Sonic.
Classic.
I don't know, as a concept anyway, maybe if I don't have that many examples. DDD, all you need is DDD though, because he's so funny. He's a creep.
Big hammer guy.
He's such a creep. You know?
He is.
He's a pervert. You can just see it in his eyes.
He's got that pingu in him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Gingaloid Ick says, do you guys ever cry from an epic moment? Nowadays, I swear I only cry from an epic moment in a movie or show or something. Most of the time, it's not even sad, just a cool moment with build-up, like Peppa Pig finally learning to whistle.
I've not seen that Peppa Pig episode.
I'm tearing up at the concept.
Yeah, that's a powerful concept to me.
Yeah, I tear up at epic moments, for sure. Like Carnage versus Venom in the second Venom movie.
I tear up when, and I know I'm on record saying this before, but I tear up when Mad Max is and he's on the things that go do 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 do
Yeah, I hear what
do,
you're saying.
and then his head, like the music cuts out for a bit and it's like kind of, it just focuses on the sand like brushing through his hair as his like head is almost getting taken out by the speed of the fucking ground beneath him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, and then it just keeps like going. That's an epic moment.
I like it when it's things that like they don't even necessarily make sense, but it's like this is just falling into place. This is the jigsaw falling into place. You know what I'm saying? Like the motorbike's like ramping in that movie.
Yeah.
And the music kicks in and it's like
yeah. When they're teaming up as well with the reloads. Yeah. That shit.
Yeah. Well, I've got a good one.
Sick.
The lighting of the beacons in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. That is epic.
Like genuinely, sincerely.
Yeah, like
let's go.
Yeah. That's like these guys are homies.
Like, how long have they been up there, you know? Like waiting for this moment.
Yeah, his whole life is that.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, generations of that guy's family has just been up.
Wait, I get to light the beacon? Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I really got to light? Let's go. Yeah.
But also, I find it's those moments when it's like an epic moment that builds to like an anti-climax in a way. Like when Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2, like he takes off his mask and Otto's spoilers. Otto's like,
punch me, I bleed.
No, when Otto's like, Peter Parker. No way. Elon Musk fucking Otto. Peter Parker, no way.
That was a terrible joke.
Yeah. And and like when he's like, I'll drown it.
He like really grabs his arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to me now.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, fire as fuck.
There's lots of epic moments in Spider-Man 2 Raimi style.
Yeah. That's true. You want to get to him, you got to go through Joey Diaz.
I thought it was pretty cry-worthy epic when Electro said, "You do realize you locked me in a prison that runs on electricity, right?"
So true. When Gwen Stacy claps the ground.
When her neck fucking snaps from Spider Hand.
Yeah.
I consider, you know what is corny and obvious? Binary Sunset from the original Star Wars.
Ooh, okay. Not epic though, really.
That is, I think that's epic. I think the I episode of Andor. That's epic shit. When the music starts kicking in and like the heist like is going the way it's going.
Yeah, that is epic.
That's epic
for sure.
There's plenty of epic moments, bro.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted the epic.
I got one more that's just popping up. I'm sure you could just go on and on with this. I think in The Incredibles, when Dash runs onto the water.
I was just gonna fucking say that. What the hell? Yeah.
Just like the execution of that and the way the music comes in.
Well, the way it cuts out.
Yeah.
And then it comes back in.
Yeah, it's so fire. It's so good.
That's tough.
That goes hard.
I think
insanely hard.
I think when the crab guy is running down the hallway in Monsters Inc. Give me back that child.
That's nightmare.
Yeah, genuinely.
When Randall says the winds of change.
Yeah, that's a classic moment. I think when Boo sees Scary Sully for the first time. And then Sully sees Scary Sully for the first time and he's
what
like,
have I done?
Yeah, he's like, shit, I'm kind of frightening.
Yeah.
That's like
when Mike Wazowski goes,
damn, you nailed that. But I think Sully in Monsters Inc. did God of War before God of War.
Like,
you know, same arc.
He's
like, oh,
like the God of War 2013 or whatever it was.
2016?
Was it 2016?
2018? The same
I
year as
think it was
Red Dead.
2018. Yeah,
Same
I don't know
year
why I
as
said 13. What am I getting?
Yeah, that's way early.
That's way too early.
But yeah, he was like the original Kratos. In my opinion.
I think it's epic in Halo 2.
Given
the bomb.
Covenant. In the original though?
Kind of.
Okay.
In the context of like when that came out, it's like this is really cinematic and like big. And
yeah.
The use of the music. Often it is like the ongoing theme here seems to be the use of music actually. The way it complements some kind of action.
True.
Or a moment. Nohaj says, thoughts on TV intros and or skipping them? I basically never skip intros to TV shows. If you're watching episodes individually, it's always a nice way of getting into it. And if you're binge watching something, it kind of feels like a refresher each time. Also with shows with amazing intros like Daredevil, Succession, Attack on Titan, Dexter, Nathan For You, Better Call Saul, etc. I never want to skip them because I just like the songs. The only exceptions for me are ones where I just hate the song, like Arcane or something. Even then, I'll usually let it play for the first episode of the watch session, probably. Yeah, I think I watched all the Succession ones because I think the song is so good.
I don't watch all the Daredevil ones. It's too long.
It is a tad too long.
There's one that I always would stick around for.
What?
Breaking Bad.
It's so short.
Yeah. Like there's the.
And the same for Saul, really.
Yeah.
I would never skip those.
Yeah, because it felt like more effort than it was worth. Whereas like if it's like a minute long, that's like
that's my thing with like The Sopranos has one of the most iconic ones, but I did start skipping it after a while. If I'm watching it like as it's being released week by week, and you're having that gap, then I probably will watch it. But when I watched Sopranos in like 2020 or something for the first time.
Yeah, you watch like a season in a day.
yeah.
You're not spending like 20 minutes watching just the intro.
Got myself 5 guns. Yeah. And Arcane
5
is just
guns
like,
to get high.
the Arcane intro is a crime against humanity. The song.
Arcane is a crime against humanity.
Don't go there, bro.
Cringe. Can't watch it. Sorry.
I tried, man. I did.
Too cringy.
And it's like I should be the audience. I love animated shit,
And cringe.
And cringe. I adore cringe. But But yeah, I'm there for a good intro.
Yeah, I like a good intro, but like, I don't need to see anything that much.
I do really rate the Daredevil one though. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. With like the wax going.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I can see it once and be like, that was cool.
I watched all the Andor ones. I made the point of doing that. But again, short.
Yeah.
I also like when you use it as an opportunity to do like a little storytelling thing. Like Better Call Saul did that.
Invincible. I love the way they do it.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool way of doing it. Andor does it cool where it's like a different piece of music every time. Yeah, get creative with it. Max the Average 01 has one for you. What are Jim's thoughts on the Black Ops 6 Zombies character, Chief Blanchard? I don't think we've ever had a character with this much depth since Tank Dempsey.
That sounds tempting, but I still haven't got that card.
Right.
I was expecting to have folded a while ago, but I never did. It's like,
yeah. There's so much good shit like to play at all
yeah, there's
times,
too much good shit, and COD games are so expensive for so long.
How much are they?
Like £800.
Really?
No, like £70.
Yeah.
£80. It's crazy. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, way too much.
For a game that like I kind of only want to play the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be getting into the multi again.
One.
I'm too old.
Uh-huh. Is it still as like cracked out as ever?
It's more. Like, I can't be hack.
It's TikToked out.
It's got like max pain dodging and shit. Like I can't.
Really?
I'm too old for this shit.
And you can like sprint in any direction.
Yeah. Like it's too fast. I'm an old man. I played like Halo 3.
I played Halo 3.
Yeah.
Back in my day, you could only sprint in one direction.
Back in my day, it was controversial to add sprint to Halo.
Back in my day, it was a controversy to play as a terrorist.
Ingenuity Full 4063 says, are there any communities you feel ashamed to be a part of? For me, there's two. I'm a professional poker player, but spending my time with aggressive gambling addicts / playing online on the same online gambling sites that are taking over the world has always left a bad taste in my mouth. Another is gaming. I've decided to go back to uni this year for game dev, and I'm not really looking forward to spending time with mainly 18-year-old male gamers, a group I can only imagine being incredibly right-leaning anti-woke due to the TikTok shorts content aimed at that demographic. Gamers is a good one. They constantly embarrass themselves, despite being the most oppressed community there is.
Ain't that the ironic truth? You do it to yourself.
Yeah.
That's why it really hurts.
I fucking hate gamers, dude.
Yeah.
So sensitive.
They are. They're the biggest woke mog pussy anti-woke fucking assholes. Like fucking snowflake ass. Huh? What's a woman doing there?
Woman,
What's China? Can't face China. Fucking pussies.
I'm like, I guess you don't use Twitter anymore, so you don't know anything about this Grums dude. He's
Grunge?
like, he's called Grums, I think.
Grums.
Yeah, he's like this fucking loser on Twitter who like subtweets Elon a lot of the time, and there's this insanely cringy GTA tweet.
Because you can play as a woman.
No. Elon Musk GTA tweet. Yeah, let me find the screenshot so I get this verbatim. Yeah, so he was replying to someone just saying, a list of games I've not played. And then he listed some GTAs, and Elon replied to it saying, tried but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do it. Such a fucking pussy.
So fucking lame. Jesus Christ. With all the crimes he commits as well. Like, fuck you, dude. Allegedly in Minecraft, whatever.
And then Ian Miles Chong fucking replied to it. I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finished GTA 5 either.
Lamest dudes.
Like, actually, the biggest fucking losers.
Yeah.
Crazy. You're playing a game called Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Enemy communities you feel ashamed to be a part of. YouTubers are often very embarrassing individuals. So, but then it's also so broad. It doesn't even really feel like a community. And all the communities I've been like somewhat a part of have usually turned out to be like just fake as fuck, and people are just so like clout chasery and bullshitty, and you just get added to these like embarrassing group chats and Skype calls. It was back in the day when that was a thing, and just like the way people would act is just like, oh god,
Fake.
Yeah, like
people.
You fucking cockroaches.
I guess like the currency is like other people's attention. So it's like the worst feedback loop possible. I feel like a community I vaguely associate with is like comic book shit.
Right, yeah. There's an overlap with like gamers, you know.
Yeah, but like superhero stuff. But primarily like the horniness of comic book shit. Like
yeah, that was something I had to get over when reading Invincible. There's some
but it's like some of the art and stuff. Like you can just be like earnestly trying to look at some like post about some comic book, and then there's like some titty ass shit going on, and you're like in public or whatever. It's like
a hot cosplayer.
Yeah. It's like I'm not looking for that. I just want to see some like Spider-Man shit.
I guess X. It sells. Right. I'm going to choose 2 more to round off this episode.
20 more?
20 more.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah, I got 2 good ones here. Pooh Investigator says, hey guys, Spider-Man question for Jim. Have you ever read the short spin-off comic Spider's Regret? It's a really underrated Spider-Man story, and it also introduces Ben Urich. Would definitely recommend.
Ben what?
Urich. Urich. Spider's Regret. Sounds like some shit I'd come up with.
Yeah, that's a crazy name. No, I haven't.
And then I like searched on Google Images, and then it's just loads of like spider pictures, like real spiders. So it might not even be real.
Do you think? Did you just search Spider's Regret, or did you search like Spider-Man Spider's Regret?
Spider's Regret, Spider-Man.
Fake?
I'm not seeing anything.
It's fake. He made it. What the fuck is Ben Urich then? Like,
is it like called that? Spider's Regret, Spider-Man. I'm not seeing anything. There's just loads of like 10 reasons Spider-Man regrets his choices. The Punisher comes to regret having killed Spider. So I don't know. Maybe I just got trolled hard.
Ben Urich is real.
Okay. What does it say, like where he was founded from? What the name of the run or the whatever?
First appearance, Daredevil. 1978.
Doesn't sound like Spider's Regret to me.
Yeah, you fucking liar.
Is it like one issue or something that's called that? Like, What? Something's gone wrong? From the 1975 issue Spider's Regret.
He may have shown up in Spider's Regret. Okay.
No? Nuh-uh. I don't think so.
Nothing.
Need some evidence.
Yeah, prove it.
Prove it. Right.
It does say here, though, to be fair, featuring Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Okay, that sounds fire. But let's end on this one then from Bloodcock 2. As a Canadian whose humour was forged in the sulphur pits of Jar Media and become a dedicated Jarling, that my inner monologue morphed into Alex's voice, I have to ask, do you lot ever look at the show and think, this is 80% just us reviewing American slop now? Like, don't get me wrong, I love hearing about the latest McMarvel content in the past, but do you ever worry that even you lot, the barn boys of Wiltshire, have become unwilling emissaries of American cultural colonization? Jesus. At what point does Jar become just another American listicle with English accents? Okay, seriously, do you two ever find it disheartening how much influence America has on the UK? Like, don't you realize basically every piece of media you two consume is just American culture now? Here in Canada, we're very much already regretting how much we rely on them, given recent events. So, giving any more power to America is something I'm trying to avoid in any small way I can. Have you ever heard the term America sneezes, the world catches a cold?
Yes.
That's, I don't know. How do you, like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, especially when, like, they own Spider-Man and Batman and stuff.
Yeah, when it's that fire.
Yeah.
But also,
you can't deny they cooked up some good shit.
They've traditionally been pretty good at, like, entertainment.
Really good. The best in the world.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Without, like, zero debate.
Yeah. From, like, all budget, like, ranges and...
Yeah, I feel like, I'm definitely more critical now of like, the sneaky messages. Like, their status quo being baked into a bunch of their media. Mm-hmm. And, like, I can identify that now and, like, remove it.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, you commenter kind of has a point, especially now, seeing where, like, America culture goes.
But also, it's like I've been jerking off Andor recently, for example. Most of the actors in it are British.
Yeah, so I guess we get our own bit of, like, culture push there.
Yeah, and it's, like, filmed in London
Deutsch.
for the most part.
Deutsch actor.
Swedish.
That's what I said.
Same thing, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. You want, like, as varied a media diet as you can, but also...
But, like...
They own the West.
Yeah.
They dictate, everything.
Anything, like, good gets co-opted. Like, immediately.
Right, yeah. There's always got to be the American remake type thing.
Yeah.
Peep show, but American. Yeah. I don't know.
Good point.
But, like, the new Marvel movie's actually good, though.
Well, so they say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just gave up so many years ago, I can't even count trees anymore.
It's also an accessibility thing. Like, they know how to platform their stuff.
Yeah.
They control that. So, like...
And it's also, I guess, like... You're gonna feel inherently more connected to the language you speak, and they're, like, the biggest example of, like, English-made media.
True.
And anyway, we get to own that because we're English, and what language are you speak in?
Yeah, in a way, it's just our culture perpetuated.
Both good and bad.
Just the bad
It's
bits.
like it's like a certain.
Yeah, who would have thought like America turned out to be just like the bad English?
What does that make us though?
Just like
The naughty brevs.
you know the like scum at the bottom of a barrel of ale.
The good bit, the silty bit.
The silty like scum.
Can I get a discount for this silty beer?
Yeah. It's like the 50p pint. We're the 50p pint. America's the £8 London pint.
I don't know. But is it bad to say I quite like some Americans? I love some Americans. They're quite friendly.
Like the people?
Yeah.
That's fine. Of course that's fine. But their culture is insipid.
They've got some wacky ideas for sure.
Yeah.
But then they think we have wacky ideas from their perspective.
Yeah, but they're stupid. And we're clever.
They're dumb, we're smart.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
We are smart. Wow, that accent's pretty cool, huh?
Yes, rather, isn't it?
You do realize that this is a prison that runs on electricity, right? Like, which sounds more cooler, right?
You do realize. That sounded pretty cool to me.
Actually, you're kind of winning me over.
Yeah.
You do realize.
You do happen to realize that I'm an electricity man and this electricity place running.
This damn here little electricity joint.
Well, let me tell thee.
Compared to, you do realize that
Cringe.
I'm locked here in a prison that's made out of electricities.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
And by the way,
yeah. So, all in all, fuck the system, dude.
all in all, just be hyped.
Just be excited for the next Marvel. It's a Marvel.
By the way, I'm getting scared. That's what I would have done if I was Obi-Wan. I'd go, you're getting scared.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
You just win at any exchange.
Yeah. Why didn't he do that to Darth Vader? You're bad at fighting with lightsabers. Whoa.
Anyway, Obi-Wan was Alec Guinness, a British actor, dude.
Yeah. And Ewan McGregor, Scottish.
Hell yeah. Keeping it real.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about in Law now? Right, in episode 4, Obi-Wan gets killed by Darth Vader. But in the past, Obi-Wan had already beaten Darth Vader.
Twice,
yeah. Obi-Wan had just clowned on Darth Vader.
Then he was like, you know what, I give up.
He's like, fuck it, kill me.
I give up.
Yeah, kill me, I'll just be stronger.
Buguk.
Yeah.
I choose to believe that the Obi-Wan television show didn't happen.
I choose to believe that the only canon part was the Leia run away bit.
Like being chased by Sting or something. Wasn't it like a random pop star that was chasing her as well?
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was
Grimes.
someone like Sting. Wait, Obi-Wan.
If it was
show.
Sting chasing, then she'd be
Sting?
running faster.
Was it Sting? I might be getting the B movie mixed up with the.
Oh, of course, Sting's in B movie, duh.
I don't know. Someone who remembers Obi-Wan Kenobi can let me know which musician was in the show chasing a baby Leia, who what a fucking terrible idea. Why'd you make
Well, that scene or the whole show?
the whole show?
Not a terrible idea. Could have been sick.
Ew, bloody. Holy shit, Leia baby.
Leia baby didn't need to be in it. If it was Obi-Wan in that period going on like a soul search, that could have been fire.
Oh, I'm Obi-Wan in the Sarlacc pit. Bloody.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody.
I'm going to time travel to save Boba Fett in the future. Because that's another fucking bullshit. Should we just talk about American shit for a little bit? Because like that Boba show was fucking shit. That's worse than the Obi-Wan show.
They were equally bad.
No, because at least Hayden Christensen in the Obi-Wan show got to be Darth Vader and go, I'm fucking angry at you.
I love that this is like where the convo went after that.
Yeah, straight to the fucking like
Disney
$8
plus
billion fucking Disney slop.
No, Boba Fett sucked.
Boba Fett was the shittest. Especially when the blue guy turned up from like the cool cartoon.
Cad Bane is cool.
I'm Cad Bane. With like a CG mouth. I'm Cad Bane. I'm a fucking guy that you all know. I'm gonna fuck you up. And then he gets killed immediately. Yeah. He just fucking shows up and dies. Like, if you want me as someone who doesn't watch like cool cartoons to think that he's cool, then like don't just have him show up and then die.
Yeah, I hear you. He didn't look right. They used him weirdly.
Yeah, I mean, even the way he looked, like, I'm fine with the way he looked. Just make him cool. He can't just turn up and die.
No,
Not cool.
He was supposed to look like, you know, one of those aliens from episode 4. That's like in the cantina.
Which one? There's like 100 aliens in there.
You know, the werewolf.
What? The werewolf?
No, I'm joking. Not the werewolf.
The ugly guy.
Yeah.
The like fly guy. He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. That guy was fucked up for that.
What's his problem?
Yeah.
He's in Rogue One.
That guy?
Yeah.
He started all that?
Don't you remember? The I don't like you either guy.
Wait, he just shows up.
He's just there for no reason in Rogue One, and the camera like goes over to them, and they're just like there, and it's like, la 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 la. It's those guys from.
Really? That's lame. Are they in Mos Eisley?
No, they're on the planet that gets fucking exploded.
Why
like
the fuck
5
are they
minutes
there?
Why
Why are they there?
I don't know.
They escaped before.
That's the implication, is that they escaped the.
Are they like some like? Did they actually like?
They're Jedis.
They're Jedis. They're like pushing Luke on the path to.
Now you've got to sacrifice your arm.
Yeah.
Luke.
Isn't that cold as fuck though of Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Just some random guy is like, I don't like you. He's like, cuts his arm off. That's fucked. I guess so. Like robot arms are pretty common in Star Wars.
But like there's blood squirting everywhere and like.
Yeah.
That was disturbing as a kid. You know?
Yeah. I guess he was just a fly guy, right?
They are like quite like racist in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. If you're not
Especially to
human, then
droids.
fuck you.
They
hate fly guys.
They hate fly guys and they hate droids.
Yeah, droids get it hard, but they like droids deserve it.
Why? They're slaves.
Yeah, but like they're made.
No, but you see them getting like tortured in Jabba's palace and they're screaming in pain.
Yeah, so true. What's the connotations of that?
And then in Solo, there's a whole like droid uprising.
Yeah, but that was woke propaganda.
Propaganda. All right, Elon.
Elon couldn't play a Star Wars game because he couldn't kill the stormtrooper cops.
Cringy.
Any other hot takes on Star Wars before we wrap this one up?
let's get into The Last Jedi.